Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to manage your mailboxes. So to access this area, you're going to log into your website, and then you're going to scroll up to the administration dashboard menu here, and you're going to select Email Account Management under the toolbox. Go ahead and click on that. A window will pop up. It's going to display the information about all your mailboxes and how to manage them. So the section we're going to talk about in this video is your user accounts. And let's go ahead and start by first adding a mailbox. So I'm going to click Add. It's going to allow me to create a name for the box. So we'll just call this box John Smith. And you don't enter any of the @ information. So if you try to enter @ you tab to the next field, it's going to disappear anyways. But just so you know, just what comes before the @ symbol goes there. Then for the password, let's go ahead and type a password in here. We'll just call it temp pass, and try to make these complicated. If you make them too simple, what's going to end up happening is hackers out there are going to figure out the password because it's too easy, and you're going to end up having your account hijacked and all kinds of junk mail will go out to all your friends. So just make sure you make this fairly complicated. Using like 1, 2, 3, 4 is not a good idea. All right, and then under name, you're going to put the person's name. And this is the name that will show up if they're using our webmail system. If you're using email through a program like LiveMail or through a mobile device, the name that shows up will be inherited from that particular application. So this name only affects mail that is being sent using our webmail. So if you're interested in using the webmail service, there's other videos that talk all about that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add this mailbox. So now the box has been added, and it takes me directly back to view mailboxes so I can see the mailboxes. So it shows their mailbox name, password is hidden obviously, it shows their name, and then it shows their actual email address. Okay, and then it also shows that their instant messaging account is active. We offer secure instant messaging for all of our customers, so if you are interested in setting up instant messaging inside your business or in your company in general so that instant messaging is available across multiple locations, go check out the videos about that. You can also go on our website. There's all kinds of information about how it works, and you'll be able to download the instant messaging application onto all of the computers you want to install it on, and then you can set up those accounts in here. Okay, so let's get back to managing email. When you go in here and you set up an account, let's say you want to add multiple accounts simultaneously. Let's say you need to add 10 people and you don't want to do them one at a time. You can click Add, and if you separate the parameters by a comma, you can add multiple accounts at once. So to keep this simple, let's add Jane and Bill and Sarah. Okay, and then we'll set up passwords for them, and we'll just make them all the same. We'll call them temp pass. Notice I'm putting 3 of these in here as well. And then I'm going to put their names in. And we can do first and last, or just first name, or initial and last, however you want to do it. And just for fun, let's add another user in here so that things are not consistent. If you try to add this mailbox, it's going to tell you that there's a problem because the number of items in each of those fields doesn't match, and so it'll ask you to go back and verify. So you don't have to worry about making a mistake and not entering 3 parameters in each field if that's how many accounts you're adding. It'll check it for you. All right, so now I'm going to add the mailboxes, and all 3 mailboxes were simultaneously added to the system, and they were all set to active for instant messaging. If you want to turn that off, you obviously can do that. Just go into Edit, and you'll be able to do that. All right, let's talk about editing. So first, let's go into the edit mode, and let's look at these mailboxes. So we have all of the mailboxes listed, and then you can edit the basic information about those boxes. So I'm going to click Edit next to Bill, and let's add his last name in here. And then let's change the password. Let's say that he's forgot his password, can't remember how to get in there. Let's go ahead and just change it for him. And then we'll go ahead and hit save. And that will change his password and his name on that account. So you'll notice that that change has been made here. All right, let's do another one, but this time let's change the entire account. Okay, let's say we want to go with Jane. And let's say that Jane's account has always been Jane Smith. Okay, I know in this example it still just says Jane, but if it said Jane Smith, and let's say Jane got married and she changed her last name, and now it's Jane Jones, you can actually change the entire email box to a different account, and you can do that by clicking Change the Mailbox Address. Okay, now there's a couple of things to be aware of when you do this. If you want to change the account, so let's say right now we have an account called Jane, and we want to create a new account, but we want to call it Jane Jones. Okay, now we're going to save those changes. It'll take it a second for it to process that because it's changing the account, moving all the email into the new account, and then it's going to delete the old account all in one process. So you just need to be patient, let it do its thing. Okay, once that is complete, then you'll want to go in here and add an alias. The reason for this is because now anybody out there that had Jane at your domain as the email address for Jane, that mailbox has now been deleted. So if they have that address in their address book, they're not going to know that her email has changed. So to make sure that you don't have an issue there, you can go ahead and add an alias. And you'll want to create an alias called Jane that forwards to Jane Jones. Okay, so go take a look at the videos about aliases. We're not going to get into that in here. I just want to make you aware that if you edit a box and completely change the mailbox name, that means the old mailbox is gone and mail will start bouncing if anyone had that address in their address book. Okay, and then the last step here is to delete users. Again, click the delete button and then click on the box you want to delete. So if we want to delete this one, a window will pop up and warn you that you're about to permanently delete this box and all the mail in it. Once you hit OK, there is no going back. It's gone. So just be careful with that setting, and that's all there is to managing your user accounts.